guys, what's going on? It's me, Will, and I'm back with another quick video. And as you can see from the intro of the video, as well as from the title of the video, I got a chance to see one of my favorite bands of all time, Radiohead, live in concert here in Atlanta. They played here back in April of this year of 2017. And first of all, I know I'm super late at making this video. It's just that I've been really busy lately. Haven't really got a chance to catch up on some of this update or music update videos, but stay tuned because I'll try to catch up in the next few months at least. But anyways, Radiohead came back to town, to Atlanta. They played here at the Philips Arena, which is actually one of the largest indoor arenas in town, and it is the place where the Atlanta Hawks, the basketball team, plays when they play here at home. A huge concert arena, and it was completely sold out. I think the tickets sold out in the first few minutes that the tickets went out on sale. So it was really cool to see that it was completely sold out really quick. And of course, I've been a fan of Radiohead for many years, really since the 90s. And I've actually seen Radiohead live before in this same arena. I think it was back in 2012 or 2013 when they were touring for their album, A King of Limbs. And the concert back then was excellent, and of course I was very excited, not only because I'm a huge fan of Radiohead, but also because the new album, A Moonshaped Pool, that came out last year, was very good as well. It made it to my top 10 albums of 2016, and I was very excited to hear the new songs and to see the band again, especially since Radiohead really tours very rarely, and even when they tour here in the US, which is a large market for them, they only go to very select cities. So it was very cool to see that they actually came here to Atlanta, so I was able to see them live. And just to get started, the environment was great, of course, being a sold-out arena, a full house. It was completely packed. I was up there in the nosebleed section, up there, kind of far away from the stage, but staring straight at the stage. So the sound was excellent. No technical issues with the sound. Everything sounded really well, and the visuals were also very impressive. That reminds me actually of the technical issues that they had with their performance in Coachella. No technical issues here in Atlanta. The sound and the visuals were amazing, and you will see throughout this video. I'm going to show you some footage of the concert, and you'll see at least from what I was able to capture from my cell phone, some of those special effects that they had during the show. But yeah, now let's move on to some concert footage. And when they started off, of course, they started with several of the new songs from the new album, which was very cool to hear. They played songs like Daydreaming and Full Stop, and then they move on to some older songs, especially from OK Computer. So as you can see from that quick concert footage, both the sound and the visual effects were really cool. They were very impressive, especially the visual effects going on in the background. They seem to be like customized for each of the songs that they played during the show. And Radiohead played a really good mix of old and new songs, and also a really good mix of the hit songs, as well as the deeper tracks from some of the albums, which was really cool because from my perspective, from a fan, what Radiohead proved in this show, and I guess in this tour, was that they can really play any of their songs in their catalog and make it sound great, both live with the sound and the visual effects. So yeah, really cool show, especially seeing some of the deeper tracks, especially like a song like House of Cards being played live, which was the first time that they played it live since 2012, and songs like Bloom, and also some of the hits as well. Some of my favorite songs like I Might Be Wrong from Amnesiac and Idiot Tech from Kid A. right, just a few more thoughts about the show before I show you some more clips of the concert. Radiohead ended up playing actually 3 encores at the end of the show, and most of the songs during those encores were actually all the hits, especially songs from OK Computer. Just to name a few, they play songs like No Surprises, Burn the Witch, Paranoid Android, Body Snatchers, and Karma Police, and all that just in the last few sets of the show, which was awesome. And people, of course, were going nuts when they were playing, especially the songs from OK Computer. But in my opinion, the highlight from the show was when they played Burn the Witch, one of the newer hits from the band, from the new album Moonshade Pool, which was very cool because I think they played like an alternative version of the song where they, instead of using strings like they used during the recording of the album, I think they used some electronic equipment or electric guitars to use that arrangement that they used during the song, which was very cool to hear. Let's actually go ahead and check out some more clips. Yeah, it's just my final thoughts on the concert. I can't complain. It was an amazing concert. Again, seeing Radiohead live, one of my favorite bands. Seeing them here again was a great experience. The sound, the visuals were impressive, were amazing. The show in general was a great experience with the sold out crowd in a large indoor arena. Great environment. The people were really into the band. And like I said before, Radiohead really proved that they can play any songs in their catalog in any of their live performances. And I highly recommend that if you get a chance to see Radiohead live in any time, I highly recommend that you get a chance that you go ahead and see them. Even though the tickets are expensive, I think it's worth the money because they put out a great and a unique show in each of the shows that they put out. So yeah, great show. And before leaving you, I'm going to show you some of the merch that I bought. One complaint that I have about the concert is that the merch is very expensive. I paid $40 for this poster, and yes, it is a very cool poster, but I'm kind of having trouble trying to find a frame for it because it's kind of like a weird size, or it has a weird dimension. It's like 20 by 20, and I'm having trouble trying to find a frame for it. And I also bought this nice beanie. I don't know if you can see it there because it's black on black, but it has the logo from the OK Computer era of Radiohead, like I think it's the bear with the weird teeth. Yeah, you really cannot see there. You might be able to see it there, but it's a really cool hat, especially for the winter. But yeah, it was very expensive. If you want to buy something out of the merch table from Radiohead, prepare to pay a lot of money because even the beanie was like, I think this was like $30 or something. So it was definitely not cheap. But anyways, again, great show. Highly recommend that if you get a chance to see them, pay the money to see Radiohead because the show is amazing. And I'm gonna leave you with some extra clips that I recorded during the show. Thanks for watching and take care. Bye bye.
You'll get